Hello, hello, prayer warriors. Thank you for joining me today. I'm recording this on Thursday, but this will air on March 7th, 2025 at noon Central Time, which is Chicago time. And we are praying for peace for the world. This is in response to the announcement that the EU is preparing to go to war with Russia. I felt this was, well, as I was praying about it, my guide said, do this. So here we are. So for those of you who are prayers, feel free to pray and now. For those of us who work with angels or do some kind of shamanic practice, welcome to do so now. Whatever you do that is really effective for you, you are welcome and invited to do now. For those of you who do invocations, practice calling in energies for yourself and others, I am offering an opportunity now to guide you into a practice that can help just really elevate our hearts, our minds, our frequency to an even higher, more expansive, more beautiful um energy of peace. So if you would like to do that with me now, I invite you to close your eyes and connect with your body through your breath. Take in a deep breath and release on the exhale. Here you go. Any tension, any fear, anything you want to release, take in a deep breath and release on the exhale. There you go. Good job. All right. Now, we're going to do the invocation cycle to start. And what does that mean? What we're going to do is we're going to call in divine love. Yes, okay, divine love. And then we're going to merge with the peacefulness of our higher self. And then we're going to go a little higher and we're going to stay there for a bit. Because the more that we merge with this peace that is above all human strife, the more good we can do for the world. Then we will bring that energy into our physical bodies or this our current human experience. And then we will send healing, peace to the world. Okay. This is going to be good. Trust me. Here we go. So, maximum divine love healing that serves highest good, please. And relax and allow. This is going to be gentle but thorough. It may be intense for some of you. There is a way to hold and allow intense energy to run through you without causing discomfort. And the key is to relax and allow, to breathe, to allow, and it'll just come right in. Yeah, because you can feel the love. The thing is, some of us need a little cleaning up. And so that's what the presence of divine love does, is it cleans up what needs to be stirred up and released so that we can really take in this divine love energy. And love is doing it at just the right amount for you so that it's not overwhelming, but it may be intense. And intense does not have to mean painful. Resistance is what causes the discomfort. And so the way to release that resistance is to relax, allow, and breathe. So breathe in and breathe out on a sigh. That's a good way to do it. Yawning helps too. It all works. It's all beautiful ways to move energy. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. There you go. There. Oh, look at that. So bright and beautiful. All right, I think we're good. Okay, next step. Please repeat after me. Spirit that I am, divine allies, please merge me with the peacefulness of my higher self at its level to the greatest extent that serves highest good, this or something better. Thank you. Breathe in and breathe out. And allow the peacefulness of your higher self to merge with you. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful and gorgeous. All of these higher selves merging their peaceful aspects of themselves with us, with each of us. So, your higher self is a part of you. And your higher self has this beautiful energy of peace. And when we open and allow to it, it comes right through so that we are consciously aware of this aspect of ourselves. That is what we are doing right now. We are becoming consciously aware of the peace of our spiritual divine being at the higher self level. And I'll repeat that. We are becoming consciously aware of the peace of our spiritual being or divine being at the higher self level. And we get to rest in this peace. We're doing, in a sense, it's not quite, but in a sense, what they're showing me is we're charging up our battery. We are tuning in to this frequency of peace, and we're actually going to go even higher. We're tuning in to this frequency of peace so that we can send this frequency to everyone in the world. I had started this video a little differently, and then they had me do this, and I realized I had to stop this video and do it this way. So we're tuning in. Yes. Yes. And we're becoming that peaceful, spiritual, divine being that we are. Excuse me. That's just energy moving. Okay. Now we're going to take this a little higher. So repeat after me. Please merge me with the peace of God or source to the greatest extent that serves highest good, this or something better. Thank you. And so now we're attuning to and merging with. The attuning to is built into the merge with, believe it or not. Yeah, little shortcut. We're attuning to and merging with the peace of God, the very highest, fullest expression of peace there is. Yeah, there we are. There's a stillness here. Yes, yes, yeah. I know this is big. It's okay. I've got you. I've got you. It's okay. If it's feeling a little uncomfortable, repeat after me. Please expand me to hold this divine energy. Better, yes. 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 There's a stillness at this level that is just exquisite. This is the peace that you are as a soul. See, in soul level consciousness, we're conscious of our oneness with God. This is our natural state of being at the soul level, at the highest expression of our divine being. This is home. This is home. And we are accessing home. This is what we came for. They've been telling me about this for 2 years now, promising. They said that we made a promise with you that you would experience yourself as the soul that you are without having to cross over to the veil. That we would experience it here and now in our human vessels, in our human experience. We wouldn't have to leave the human to know ourselves and to remember ourselves as we truly are. This is the promise of this age. This is the work we have all been doing. It's for this moment to be the fullest expression of our divinity right here, right now. This is beautiful. And the more of you who can join us, you may not get here on the first try, but I promise you, you are experiencing it. You're just not necessarily consciously aware of it yet, but it is coming. It took me a few times before I could attune to the frequency of my soul, and then it took me a few months to get to the point where I could merge with it. And I've been working on this for over a year. I have led other women through this experience last year, and they did get to a level of this experience to the experience that was right for them in that moment. But the more we do this work, the more we attune to these divine frequencies, the more we will remember who we are. Now, there are some of us on this planet who have been here for a while. And bless you all. You paved the way for this to happen. You made it a little bit easier for us to get there too. And I thank Mrs. Eddy for her tireless work in time of extreme heaviness, dense consciousness. It was a very difficult period. This was the late 1800s into the early 1900s. Very difficult, very challenging circumstances. But she did not waver. She did her work. And she opened the door for us. And then others took up the mantle and did their pioneering work to open the doors for us. And even now, some of us are pioneers in this work, opening the doors for others. See, this is a helping thing. We are co-creating, collaborating to bring peace, real, lasting, genuine peace on earth. And this is the way for some of us, for many of us. This is the way. This is the way. And here we are. And in this space, we are going to say, Spirit that I am, divine allies, please flow this divine peace and love energy. I'll say that again. Please flow this divine peace and love energy through me to everyone in the world, particularly those in Europe, Ukraine, and in Russia. I understand that the Ukraine is part of Europe, but just being specific here. That's all. Still to all of everyone, everyone. To the greatest extent that serves highest good. This or something better. Thank you. I don't know how much better it can get than this, but I'm always open. I'm always open. How can it get any better? Oh, they're going to show us. And now you just relax and allow this energy to flow through you. It's a lot easier when we're consciously up here in this elevated consciousness. They're still doing the work through our human vessels. But being here just makes the work 10, they're saying 100 times more powerful than if we had done it from our human level of consciousness. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're going to let it flow for 5 minutes, they're telling me. So I'm keeping an eye on the clock. Just be and allow. And allow our energetic helpers to take care of the how. They are very skilled with this. Our job is simply to hold space, to be, to be as open, as relaxed as we possibly can, to allow these energies to flow through us to all who need this help. The beautiful thing is, there it is. We're also helping process heavy energies and emotions to those who are in very challenging circumstances, fearful, violent, it runs the gamut circumstances. We're also softening the hardened hearts of men who have lost their way, forgotten who they are as divine beings. We are here to wake them up and to soften their hardened hearts, for their higher selves and souls are working through them to make better choices, to see things in a new way, to let go of their pain, their callousness. We can do this work effectively and relatively easily in this level of consciousness. And so here we are, working with the angels, working with guides, working with ETs who want to help, who are calling us to this work, to be willing, voluntary participants in this healing work. And here we are. And we will start a movement of peaceful prayer warriors. Now, warriors in the sense isn't so much aggression or even really high activity, honestly. We're simply warriors in that we are being, it's the courage and the bravery. It's the qualities, not the actions. It's the qualities of the warrior, the discipline, the resolve, the courage to stand up and do something to help. And here's the reason why we're being called at this time to do this way, because this is the only way this is going to work. We cannot fight at their level because it just perpetuates it, does it not? We have to rise above it. We have to rise above the sensual, the greed, the well, just all that human drama stuff. We have to rise above it and be the peaceful love and light beings that we are. And we're not talking, my daughter says, I don't like this whole love and light business, this flimsy, whimsical. That is not what this is. Love is a power, and light is a power. The light of the Christ transforms. It it breaks down the hardened hearts and minds. It breaks them down. That is what must go, not the person, not the expression of a soul, not that. It's the mortal stuff. I'm trying not to use Christian Science jargon, and it's a little challenging. Okay, all right, they're showing me. I had experience recently with a being who had died but had not crossed over. And the way he presented himself to me is it was like a shell of black tar that was as hard as a rock, covered up completely. And what contributed to this, now realize this is a representation of an energy, okay? Um, was the greed, the 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 sensuality, the not the sensuality in it's the hard, yucky kind. Um, greed, lust for power, for control, lust, period. Basically the seven. deadly sins. Yeah. Along those lines. Okay. That's what contributed to this tar like substance that was covering him. And then at one point, you know, he had hurt me, which is why he was showing up. And the first time he showed up during a healing session, I was in my compassionate higher self and I realized pity would do him no good. Fear, not not at all helpful, obviously. Only love, only love. I could only hold love. I did not tolerate his behavior, but I could love him. So what is love? Love is knowing that this being is more than that, that this disgusting behavior has these hardened, you want to call them low frequency, fine, but this hardened substance that had been contributed by all this bad behavior and these bad choices had to go. And the only way it was going to go was through love, because that's what love does. So then the next time that he showed up, I was being tasked with helping him to cross over into the light. And I thought, how is that going to work? He's covered. He can't even see the light because he's covered up in this. Well, it turns out he had a family member on the other side to whom he was very close who would help. And what I was told was he had done something for this family member when he was a child. That was an act of genuine love, and that he would remember it if I mentioned it. So I did, and he did remember. And the hard substance cracked just a little bit, but that's all that's needed is just a little crack. And we were able to crack it wide open. And then he was able to perceive the light and went to the light. That is how lost souls are rescued to human sense, to divine sense. They never went anywhere. But, this human experience, we're here to learn things and to grow from the experiences that we have. So, in this sense, this is how this was presented to me, how lost souls can be rescued. And so, you think of some of these hardened hearted leaders who aren't really leaders at all. They're just power hungry grabbers. Their hearts, that hard shell that they have cultivated for so long has to be broken. And it can only be broken through love and peace. It diffuses anger, hatred, violence. It diffuses it. It neutralizes it. It is a divine power. It is how Jesus accomplished the work that he did. It is how all of the masters accomplished what they did. All right. Now we are going to bring these divine energies to our bodies, to our human experience of ourself. You ready? Please repeat after me. Please bring this divine peace and love energy to the higher self level. And then those energies come down to the level of our higher self, which, by the way, elevates our higher self, expands it, deepens it, broadens it, riches it. Which, by the way, your higher self is a part of you. It's the energetic part of you. It is the actual you. You are broadening and deepening and becoming a richer being of peace and of love. And now we bring it to the human level. So repeat after me, please. Maximum embodiment of my higher self to the greatest extent that serves highest good, this or something better. Thank you. Here we go. And you simply allow, and what's happening for many of you is you are feeling more like energy than matter, and you are being leveled up. You're going to be a whole new version of you. And this beautiful peace and love energy that you are imbuing into your human self, your human experience, will go with you everywhere you go, which will then spread to the people and the places that you visit and inhabit. It's a beautiful thing. So if you like this, there's one more invocation to help seal the deal. And it goes like this. Repeat after me, please. Spirit that I am, divine allies, please make this my new normal to the greatest extent that serves highest good. Thank you. And there you go. Oh, look at that. It's settling in, becoming permanent for now until something better comes. And now you may open your eyes. That was quite an experience that I wasn't expecting, but I happily accept. Thank you so much, guides. Thank you so much to all of the higher selves that are participating in this exercise right here, right now. Exercise, that's not a good word. This experience, this practice. Thank you. Thank you. I hope we can do this again. I would like to try to do this every Friday at noon Central Time for at least the rest of the month of March into April, I hope. Because I think the world could use some consistency from those of us who are in a little safer place and are able to do this work without disruption. Very important. So I hope you'll join me again. So thank you for the humans who participated, for saying yes to this, for coming to watch this video and do this energy work with us. And for those of you who chose to pray or do some other form of energy work, thank you. Thank you very much. And I know we have done a great work here. So thank you, guides. Thank you, higher selves. Thank you, Father, Mother, God. This session is now closed. Goodbye. Until next time.